What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patron supporter that wanted to know the most important things in a relationship. Now, for all my red pill brothers, you guys might be like, why the hell are we talking about a relationship? Well, for all the new guys who are here, let me explain something to you. When you see a woman on a consistent basis, you're still in a relationship. You're just in a non-monogamous relationship. Okay? You're still in a relationship. You still have to. A non-monogamous relationship, guys, basically means you get everything as a real relationship, as a monogamous relationship, except the commitment, the exclusive commitment. Okay? That's the only difference in between non-monogamous and monogamous. Okay, so the only caveat would be if you're dating women. All right, if you're dating women, then no. The difference between dating women and a non-monogamous relationship is you don't see the women on a constant basis. If you're seeing a woman once a week, every week, you're in a non-monogamous relationship. When you're dating a woman, just dating a woman, you can see her once a month, once every 3 months. You can pop in out of the blue and say, hey, I'm in town, I'm free, you want to get some drinks. Okay, that's dating. So this is two different things opposed to relationships. Okay, guys, so I just want y'all guys to understand that just because y'all haven't gotten exclusive, you're still in a relationship. Okay, and I advocate for all you guys to do non-monogamous relationships, quote unquote, rotations. I do not believe in pump and dump and dating, and I'll tell you guys why. Unless you soaring your wild oats, right? If you just saying, hey, I want to get it out my system, then knock yourself out. But I'll tell you guys why I don't advocate pump and dump or just dating women. Throughout my lifetime, I've never been able to get nothing accomplished in my life with trying to bang a lot of women over in a year. I've never accomplished anything. The only time I've been able to accomplish anything substantial in my life was when I had either a girlfriend or a steady rotation. Chasing ass is time consuming. Period. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It is time consuming. You won't get shit done unless you're in monk mode. You won't get shit done trying to spin plates. Shout out Rolo Tomasi. You would not get nothing done spinning plates like that. You need rotations or a steady girlfriend. But you know what? Y'all know every fucking thing. You got 2 fucking strands of hair on your fucking balls. You know everything. Let me just shut the fuck up. Y'all know every fucking thing. So you do what you want to do. But just remember, when you look down the road 4-5 years from now and you slept with all your women in a year, tell me what you accomplished other than a wet dick. I promise you it won't be much. Unless you are an A-list celebrity where it takes minimal effort from you, right? Well, like women just throw themselves at you because you a fucking top R&B star or a top A-list actor. So that means you don't have to put that much work in. But if you like the average Joe, just like the rest of us, and you got to get out here and play the numbers game, man, you ain't getting shit accomplished spinning plates. But do what the fuck you want to do. So this is what you need to have a healthy relationship, monogamous or non-monogamous, guys. Number 1, trust. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, if you get caught in one lie or she gets caught in one lie, the relationship is done. I'm telling you right now. A good rule of thumb, guys, is to give the woman the benefit of the doubt until you catch her in a lie. All right? Until you catch something that seems like a lie. If you can't do that, then spin plates or pump and dump or whatever the fuck you want, or just date women. If you can't do that, then just do that. If you cannot trust a woman, do not get in a relationship, monogamous or non-monogamous. Okay, guys? It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for her. Just don't do it. If you're in a place, if you still going through your red pill rage, or your ex had 3 kids that you thought were yours, and you got a paternity test and come as your fucking cousin Fred kids, and you just still traumatized, don't get in a relationship. Okay? Just either date, monk mode, jerk off every night, bungee jump. I don't give a fuck what you do. Do not get in a relationship. It's not going to be healthy for you. You're not going to keep her anyway. Your insecurities are going to run her off. So what's the point? Okay, guys, you must have trust. And trust is earned, not given. And what I mean by that is it's usually, unless somebody has some kind of insecurity, how it usually works, guys, is most people will give you the benefit of the doubt that you're doing what you say you're doing until they catch you in some inconsistencies. Not necessarily a lie. It could be just inconsistencies. Like the shit don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it could be them catching you in a lie, but the inconsistencies will cause you also. Okay? So for instance, when I say inconsistencies, okay. Let's hypothetically say 99.9% of the time you get off at 5 p.m. But every now and then, just some kind of way, every now and then, maybe once a month, something like that, you get off at 9:30, and it don't make no fucking sense. You're a teacher and you getting off at 9:30. Y'all guys see what that don't even make no fucking sense, right? And then I say, well, you know, you want me to come up there and keep you company? Like, no. I'm good. Like, that'll cause you to lose trust, okay? So just keep that in mind, guys. Make sure your story is adding up. Okay, number 2, guys, respect. Respect goes both ways. We usually talk about respect. We usually think of the woman respecting the man, but the man has to respect the woman. Now, how does the man respect the woman? Well, it goes like this, guys. If a woman is naturally submissive and she lets you lead, a man has to not take it too far. All right? If the woman has trusted you enough to let you lead and be submissive to you and to respect you, most people can't do that because they're fucking tyrants. If you give most people an inch, they'll take a fucking mile. And if a woman usually give a man some submission, usually the dude goes too fucking far with the shit. So if the woman lets you lead and she's submissive to you, don't fucking overdo it, jackass. Just because she's being submissive, don't take her kindness for weakness. You have to respect her also. It goes both ways. Okay? So we kind of already know how to beat down into the ground or how the woman has to respect you. But if you want a healthy relationship, you have to respect her too, and to respect her opinion and things like that. Get feedback on her and stuff like that. That's how a relationship works. It's not all about you, goddamn jackasses. Okay? But do what you want to do. Number 3, a relationship needs space. Both ways. Usually when we talk about space, we usually talk about giving a woman space. But if you're a guy that's on your grind, on your purpose, you need your space too. You don't need a woman smothering you. Now, if you're a guy that's not on your purpose and you're not on your grind, then this doesn't go to you. You probably like a woman smothering you because you don't have a life. But if you're a guy that's out grinding and stuff like that, and you're building something, you're starting your own business, you don't need a woman that's smothering you and need to see you 6 days a week, 7 days a week. You need some fucking space. Y'all need some time apart from each other. So make sure that if for all my guys who want to get in a relationship, non-monogamous or monogamous, make sure you're with a woman who's not needy. Specifically if you're on your purpose. And even if you're not on your purpose, right? Let's hypothetically say you're not on your purpose. What seems cool now won't be cool 6 months from now. So if you're a guy and you meet the girl of your dreams and y'all spend a lot of time together, you might think like, wow, this is great. Yeah, it's great right now. But what we're going to do 3 months, 4 months down the road when you want some fucking space? Well, now she's gotten used to spending all that time with you. Now that's not good enough. Now you're showing inconsistencies. See, that's why you can't get with a woman who's needy like that, who's going to crowd your space like that. Because it's not going to feel great 6 months from now, even though it might feel good the first couple of weeks when the oil is burning hot. So make sure you get a woman that respects your space. We already know, I done beat into the ground, you have to give a woman space, so I don't need to talk about that. But make sure you choose a woman that gives you space, that has things going on with her friends. Here you is wanting to go to the football game on Saturday and Sunday, and she's sitting there pouting and shit because you can't spend time with her. You don't need no shit. Like now you got to give up on your goddamn friends because you need to spend every goddamn day with her. Next, quality time. Goes both ways, guys. Make sure that no matter how much you're on your purpose, and I understand that if you're a guy that's in school and you're working on building your business at night, that your time is going to be limited. But you have to make at least one date night for your girl. No matter how busy it is, unless you're traveling. And even if you're traveling, do a phone date. Do a FaceTime phone date or a Skype date. Okay? So even if you're out of town, put the phone up, FaceTime, and y'all have some kind of cyber date or something like that. That keeps the bond strong. Next, guys, and this is an important one, maturity. Maturity from men, as in they no longer going through a whole phase themselves, and the woman no longer has a need for constant male validation and attention. If the woman got to do it for the gram every fucking day, this relationship is not gonna fucking work. If you gotta look on Instagram and every time you turn around, your girl got her ass out because she needs constant male validation and attention, this shit is not gonna work. Your girl has had to gotten that shit out of her system to where she needs to leave the house dressed like a hoe every fucking day so she can feel good about herself. She should be at a point, if she's in a relationship with you, that your attention is all she needs. If you see that, if she still got to do it for the gram, she is not relationship material. Because it's going to cause insecurities in you, and then that's going to cause you to speak it to her, and see, this relationship is not healthy. I want y'all guys to look at any of y'all guys who have friends who are married to good, wholesome women and stuff like that, who have gotten that shit out of their system. Look at their Instagram. Do y'all guys see Savannah James, LeBron James' wife, on Instagram doing it for the gram? Now she dresses nice, but she ain't got her booty all out in the damn videos and bikinis on the beach side and all this other shit. If you're going to be married or in a relationship, that shit got to be out of you. Now, let's take Delicious on the other hand. When she got married with that dude, one of the Central Park 5 guys, her ass was still on the gram doing it for the gram. It don't work that way. When you're going to get in a relationship, she need to have gotten that shit out of her system or she's not ready for a relationship. And if you need to go to the club 2 times a week, or once a week, then you should not get in a relationship. Okay, guys? You should not get in a relationship if you got to run your ass to the club. That's got to be something I'm saying you never go to the club. Maybe you go once a month with your boys or something like that. But you got to get that shit out of your system if you're going to get in a relationship. Unless you're going to the club with her, then that's different. And the reason being, guys, is, listen, I'm all for not being insecure, right? I'm all for not being insecure. Nobody should be insecure. In theory, your woman should be able to get on Instagram in a bikini. In theory, you should not have an issue with that. And in theory, you should be able to go to the club every night and she should just trust you. Well, damn it, the real world don't work that way. So you know what you can do with your theories? You can take your theories and stick them up your ass, because in the real world, it don't work that way. In the real world, that's going to cause issues. If you got to run your ass to the club with your boys all the time, that's going to cause an issue. And if she got to get on there and post her butt cheeks on every goddamn video on the ground, that's going to cause an issue. I don't care how secure you are, that's going to cause a problem. So if you ain't got that shit out of your system, then don't get in a fucking relationship. Period. Now that one don't really much goes for non-monogamous, right? Non-monogamous means, but I'm talking about, in that one I'm talking about monogamous. Next, guys, communication. You have to communicate what your issue. Now, the biggest thing with communications is, guys, I'm a proponent of, I don't try to change nobody. I accept the woman for who she is. The communication comes from when she is starting to change from how she was at the beginning. That's when the communication comes in. If you're trying to use communication to change her, then that's a problem. But if your girl was cooking for you twice a week at the beginning of the relationship, and now here it is in the end, and you can't remember the last time she cooked for you, oh, we need to have a little chat. Yeah, we need to sit down and we need to talk about some things. Yeah, some just don't seem right. Shit seems like it's changing around here. If your girl used to give you a blowjob every night and now she ain't doing it no more, yeah, we gotta sit down and have a little talk. If your interest level is dropping, well, we need to talk about that too. We need to find out why your interest level dropping. I understand that's an indicator, indicative of her interest level. Well, we need to talk about that too. We need to see what's going on, what I can do to change it, because we can't live without blowjobs. So that's usually what the communication ain't. She wasn't giving you blowjobs at the beginning, and now you want her to start giving you blowjobs. That ain't communication. You got to communicate that before we get in a relationship. Communication is when your ass changing some shit. You was feminine and you let me lead at the beginning. Now all of a sudden you challenge me on everything I say. Yeah, we need to sit down. We need to have a little conversation. Yeah, I want my feminine submissive girl that was at the beginning. And like I said, that I know that's indicative of your interest level, but we need to sit down and talk about what I'm doing to drop your interest level. We need to communicate. Because I'm not finna sit up here and deal with this bitch that I've been dealing with the last 3 months. Don't call your girl a bitch, but you get what I'm saying. So that's where the communication comes in at. Next, guys, acceptance of faults. Guys, I'm over 40 years old. And I'm gonna stop putting my age because I never know. I make these videos and you never know when I'm gonna put it up, right? I might put this video up 8 months after I make it. Motherfucker be like, damn, that's been 42 for 18 years. Kiss my ass, motherfucker. Man, he's 43. He been 43 for 5 years. Motherfuckers too damn stupid to realize that I make a video, I don't put it up in 10 minutes. I put it up when I make the videos, and it might be 3 months, 2 months, a week. It might be tomorrow. I don't fucking go how I feel to put it up, motherfucker. God damn it. I might put a video up next week that say, I'm 38 in that motherfucker. God damn it. Motherfucker too damn stupid to even figure that out. But anyway, acceptance of faults. I'm over 40, guys, and I'm yet to meet a woman that I saw was perfect. I'm yet to meet it. So if you're gonna be in a relationship, y'all wanna know why relationships are shit these days, and nobody has long-term relationship, monogamous or non-monogamous. Everybody looking for some perfect motherfucker. I'm yet to find them. For a man, this is what I would tell you for your point of a girl. She's really attractive to you, and she's submissive to you. If you find a girl that's really attracted, you attracted to her and she's very attracted to you, and she's submissive to you, like feminine energy, we can work around everything else. So what? she love to wear wigs. If she's very attractive to you, you're not gonna like 100% of the girl. The worst thing you could do is find a girl and start trying to find faults and trying to make her into the perfect mate. And I'm just talking to you guys. Women do this shit too. Y'all guys get my point. I'm talking to you guys. So it might, I don't want to make it seem like I'm saying the man do everything wrong and women do everything right. But I know my audience is majority male, right? So I'm speaking to y'all guys. The women have to go find them some female dating coach and tell them they side. I'm talking to y'all, okay? I don't want to have to do 2 versions of the video where I'm talking to the 6 women who watch my video, right? So I'm talking to you guys. You guys, you're not going to find a perfect girl. I'm not saying settle, but what I am saying is find a girl that you find very attractive, and if she's feminine submissive, you can pretty much work around everything else for the most part. For the most part. I can almost guarantee you it's going to be 2 or 3 things she does that you don't like. I can promise. You have to just find out their deal breaker for you. Whether she smokes, maybe she's not ambitious, whatever, right? Whatever, right? Maybe she got 3 kids, 2 kids, 1 kid. Who the fuck knows? You have to figure out all the other details. But what I am telling you is there ain't no perfect motherfucker. I ain't never met one yet. It's always something. If the bitch suck dick real good and cook good, well, goddamn, the bitch, it'll be something. She love to hang out with her girls too much. Or it'll be something. That I can promise you. It's always something. Next, guys, forgiveness. A relationship must have forgiveness. I can almost guarantee you, your girl and you are going to do something that you have to apologize for in a relationship. I can just promise you, you're going to do something. I don't know what it is. And the other person has to accept that apology and move on. If you don't, if you harbor resentment, if here we is, I apologized 3 weeks ago, and here your ass still sitting up here looking pounding shit, giving me the silent treatment, the relationship won't last. And the same thing for you men. Your girl will do something, she'll apologize, and here it is 2 months later, and you still walk around with your lip poked out. You got to learn how to forgive people and move on. Y'all guys ever notice how when you've been in a relationship, somebody did something to piss you off, and you still carrying that resentment? You ever notice how much energy that takes to hold that resentment and anger towards them? Do you realize it'll be much less effort to just forgive them and move on? Don't forget, but forgive and move on. It takes a whole lot of energy to hold resentment. It takes more energy to give somebody the silent treatment than communicate with them. It takes more face muscles to make an angry face or a sad face than it does to make a smile. Ain't that funny how that works? That negative energy takes more effort than positive energy. Y'all guys ever notice that? That's why it's important for you guys to, if you and your girl come to a crossroad and she apologizes for something, I'm telling you right now, it'll be a lot less effort on your part to just forgive her and move on. Now, I ain't saying you caught her cheating in your bed or the DNA test came back and it was your cousin Fred. I ain't saying forgive for that. I'm talking about little bullshit. Little bullshit. You text her, she responded to it an hour later. She didn't make you a priority. I'm not saying she cheated, let's say 2 hours later. I'm not saying she cheated or nothing like that. You just didn't feel like a priority. And she's supposed to be your girl. Nowhere in the hell, if I'm in a monogamous relationship, am I responding to my girl text unless I'm in a meeting or something like that. But let's hypothetically say I'm off work and I'm with my boys. I'm not responding to my girl 2 hours later. I'm not. She's a priority at this point. And if I do respond 2 hours for whatever reason, maybe I missed the phone call and I apologize and say, hey, I didn't see the text or whatever. She need to move on from that. But when you get in a relationship with somebody, they deserve some priority. When you're not in a relationship with nobody, you want to text them the next day, you can. But when you're in a relationship, part of the relationship is they've earned some priority. Next, guys, this is important for a relationship. You must meet the other's minimal requirement. For men, that's usually going to be looks, and for women, that's usually going to be finances. If what ends up happening, guys, is we sometimes, when we meet somebody that's got good energy or makes us laugh or we just have a good time, we kind of put our requirements on the back burner, right? So let's hypothetically say I got on Tinder. I met this girl on Tinder. She looked like a 9 on Tinder, but in real life, she's a 7.5, right? She looked like a 9 on Tinder, but I meet her in real life, she's a 7.5. But I had a great time. She got a great bubbly personality. And I started saying to myself, you know what, man? Them look things, that's overrated. It's overrated. Here we is, 2 months later, and I'm in the bed with this bitch, madder than a motherfucker that my girl is average at best. Make sure if you're in a relationship, make sure you get a girl that turns you on for a relationship. If you just want to have fun with her or whatever, but your girl must be hot to you. To you. For what your standards is. Or it would not work. If a woman wants a man that makes $100,000 a year and she settles for a guy that makes $35,000 a year, I promise you that relationship is not going to work. It'll be fun and we'll have a great time the first month or so. But I'm telling you guys, that shit does not work. And I know it don't work because I had that issue when I was in the basement. I would meet all these girls and they would make way more money than me. And after a while, you could just tell that they resented the fact that I didn't have my shit together. I'm just tell you, I could see it half the time. You could just see it. When you with a woman and she looks around and she said, this dude really just ain't got his shit together. You can just see it on their face that they let their lust or attraction for me cloud their minimum requirements. And we men sometimes, we meet these girls who got these bubbly personalities who we might not necessarily find that attractive, but we talk ourselves into it because she got other attributes. The shit doesn't work. So do not get into a relationship, monogamous or non-monogamous, with a woman who is not at least, I would say at least an 8.5 to you. At least an 8.5. That's what I'll say. Some going to say the adjustable 7, shout out BGS Iltmore and Ron Wills, the OGs, that the adjustable 7, that bitch better be adjusting like a motherfucker. That's all I'm going to say. All due respects to Ron Wills and BGS Iltmore, and there's some truth to that the best women are the adjustable 7. All I'm going to say is that bitch better be able to be adjusted like a motherfucker. She better be like a socket wrench. That's all I'm going to say. Because if her level of adjusting is going from a 7 to a 7.5, bitch, you need to do some more adjusting. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say on that. And lastly, guys, accept the person as is. Do not try to get, okay, so for us men, right? Let's say, all right, so let's say we meet a girl that she's a 7. But we say, man, you know, if I used to be a personal trainer, if I just show her how to eat and how to work out, she'll be an 8.5 if I could just get 20 pounds off of her, 15 pounds off of her. If she lost 15 pounds, shit, she'll shoot right up to an 8.5, 9. I think we've all seen girls like that if they just lost a little weight, you knew they would be bad. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, that shit does not work. Do not try to change nobody. They'll resent you for trying to change them. If the girl smokes, don't try to leave nicotine patches around so she'll stop smoking. Either that's a deal breaker for you or it's not. It takes too much energy to try to change somebody. I don't try to change nobody. I have in the past. I've been gave it up a long time ago because I know how that shit works. The person will resent you for trying to change them. And the same goes for you. Had a girl when I was in the basement. This motherfucker sending me other apartments and shit on Craigslist. She telling me something, hey, I'm sending you some apartments to look at because I guess the basement ain't good enough, right? And I'm thinking to myself, bitch, if I could afford them motherfuckers, I'll already be gone. What the hell you think I'm down here for? For fun? I'm on vacation? This is all I can fucking afford. And that shit pissed me the fuck off because you sending me she's sending me apartment listings and shit. Like, oh, I don't like the basement, so here goes some apartments I'm recommending you. That shit pissed me off. So the point of me trying to say is, the same way that pissed me off with her, it's the same way it works when you try to change somebody. It's like you saying they're not good enough. Just don't get with them if you don't like the ready-made product. That's what I'm saying, guys. All right, guys. I'll get back with you guys later.